you all see this? A few people have sent this to me today, and the Vatican made an announcement that trans people can be baptized as Catholics and serve as godparents. However, like any mealy-mouthed piece of paper that comes out of the Vatican, there are some conditions. So right here, they talk about how the questions about baptism were longer, more nuanced, and urge pastoral prudence to minister to people in question, safeguard the sacrament, and prevent scandal. So essentially, if the local parish priest doesn't like you, or doesn't think you're Catholic enough, or you're sincere enough, you're not going to get baptized. I would also suggest that if you're not as far along in your transition, or you're, not as sufficiently masculine or feminine, the priest will be a dick. And I've met some really good priests in my life, and I've also met some really big dicks. I said that incorrectly, but you know what I mean. They're just not always good people. So, right here, further on down the article, and I haven't read the source document, and I'm not going to, because anything that comes out of the Vatican is just inaccessible to most people, and it's, that's the way they do it. They do it on purpose because, again, they punt it to the local diocese, the local bishop, and the way it works in the Catholic Church is that the bishop is the one in charge, the local bishop. They run their diocese like a fiefdom, and it's still very much stuck in the 11th century. But yeah, pastoral prudence. So essentially, if a priest doesn't like you for whatever reasons, under those certain conditions, pastoral prudence is required to avoid the danger of scandal. And scandalization, deliberately causing scandal, I think is a mortal sin. I could be wrong. Someone can fact check me on that. But causing scandal is actually the biggest reason why I don't go to Mass anymore. And the loss of my faith community, I used to say the two things I lost that hurt me the most were my marriage and my faith community. But you heal from divorce, you get better, you move on, you find other people, all those things. But I still feel that emptiness in my heart when Christmas rolls around, or Easter, or whatever. Because faith communities do ground you, especially if, like me, you're a Cradle Catholic, and a lot of it's cultural. A lot of people don't even believe in God and are still godparents and get baptized and all those things. They just go to Christmas and Easter Mass with their parents, see any Catholics, or just when they're matched and dispatched. And that's that. But I don't know. My number one beef with Catholicism is the lack of governance, and you see how that plays out in so many aspects of life, faith life, community life, and how many times these people wind up on the front page of the papers, or for how many centuries stuff didn't. So yeah, lack of governance, and it's reflected in this document, which it's just more mealy-mouthed cowardice, wherein somebody's reading into it and saying, look at Pope Francis, but really the Vatican doesn't have that kind of power, and nothing's going to change. But if anybody wants a godmother and someone who knows their faith, the Baltimore Catechism inside out, slide into my DMs and let me know. Maybe I should try and change my name on my baptismal certificate. Wouldn't that be fun? Catch y'all later. Oh, they also talk about gay couples. Again, they refer back to the Pastoral Prudence and everything, but essentially what it means is that if you have a gay couple, they can be godparents. However, it might be more appropriate if they're just Christian witnesses. If their living situation is not in line with Christian living, or whatever, I forget the words are now, but basically it means you can be gay but don't act on it. It's that whole hate the sin, love the sinner thing. Just bullshit. Anyways, that's it. Non-e patris filis spiritus sanctus.